Good morning and welcome to Choccolocca Park in Oxford, Alabama. Getting ready to start the Alabama Community College Conference Division I Conference Tournament. 4 days to decide one champion. And we'll get it started with 2 games today, 4 games tomorrow, 3 on Saturday, and a championship on Sunday. And it all starts with the 2 teams that are on the field right now. Northwest Shoals, as the 4 seed in this tournament, will be the home team against the number 5 seed, Wallace Hanceville. 6 teams playing double elimination tournament. They battled all season to get here, and one of them's going to walk out of here a champion on Sunday. For Northwest Shoals, the starter on the mound, left-hander Will Turner. Stumbled right out of the gate. Will Turner comes in with a record of 8-2, 4.13 is the ERA. This will be his 15th appearance of the season, all as a starter. 65 and a third innings, 67 hits allowed, just 19 walks, 56 strikeouts. Turner has been their number 1 guy, and no surprise to see him on the mound for the Patriots to start things off in this tournament. And he'll face the Lions of Wallace Hanceville. Andrew Lawrence, the shortstop, to lead things off. We're right on time. It's 11 o'clock straight up. We're getting ready for the first pitch. Happy to be here with you. Happy you're with us. My name is Tim Altork. I will be along for the ride all tournament long here on JockJive.com. And we are ready to go. Time to decide a champion. And a fast strike inside half. Andrew Lawrence. 354 the average for Lawrence. 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Takes high and away. Lawrence right on top of the stat sheet with a lot of those numbers for this Lions batting order. A 1-1 count. A swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. Takes high. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the air. Right center. Going to come down in the glove of Eli Tidwell for out number 1. Defensively for Northwest Shoals, it's Bryant Anthony in left. Tidwell we just mentioned in center. Robbie Robinson in right. Ryan Strachan at third. Sam Robertson, one of the best players in this conference, at short. Evan Smallwood at second. Hayes Harrison at first. And Evan Williams behind the plate. That's the defensive alignment for the Patriots. And Kason Heaps, the right fielder, at the plate in a 1-1 count. Good crowd here in Oxford. A beautiful facility. Grounded to third. Collected and thrown across by Strachan for out number 2. Colton Payton, the catcher, the number 3 hitter. Will Turner looking for a 1-2-3 inning to start this ball game. Grounded back up the middle. He's not going to get it. A base hit into center field. And there's the tournament's first base runner, Colton Payton, with 2 outs in the first. Now Jamie Howes, the center fielder, the cleanup man. Takes up and away, ball one. Howell's at 253, 2 home runs, 21 RBIs coming in. Throw over, had him leaning, and got him. Peyton did not read that move at all. Turner fooled him and picked him off. So, in effect, it is a 3-up, 3-down inning as the pickoff gets the third out on the base paths. And we will go to the bottom of the first. No score here from Oxford. Bottom of the first, no score. The Lions got a base runner, but he was promptly picked off of first base to end the inning. So a little bit of a tricky start in their half of the first, but they're going to feel good about what they've got defensively, especially with pitcher Luke Fernandez out there on the mound. Fernandez, one of the best pitchers in this conference, and he's got the numbers to back it up. 8-2 the record, an ERA of 1.34 in 13 starts. 80 2/3 innings pitched, just 40 hits allowed, 24 walks, and 127 strikeouts. Fernandez, once his time is done at Wallace Hanceville this season, he'll continue his career at Purdue. He's headed to the Big Ten. So Northwest Shoals has its work cut out for him, but they've got Player of the Year candidate to lead things off, Sam Robertson, former Auburn Tiger. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it up into shallow left. Nobody's going to get to it. Kind of wandering around out there was the shortstop, Andrew Lawrence. Jamie Howes, the left fielder, never really seemed to make a play on it. And Robertson, running all the way, is at second base. Not sure if that was a communication issue. But looking at Howes out there, he's kind of tapping his chest saying, I should have taken charge of that one a little more than I did. So a good base runner, to say the least, is at second base to start things off for Northwest Shoals. Sam Robertson leads the nation with 58 stolen bases. He's 58 out of 67. Not sure if he'll be running from second. Not going on that with a bunt attempt by Evan Williams, the catcher, goes foul for strike one. Williams having a good year, 322, 6 home runs, leads this team with that number, 37 RBIs. Shows bunt again, charging from first is the first baseman Henniger, and it gets past the catcher. He won't have to bunt him over as Robertson moves up on the wild pitch. So some defensive jitters here early for the Lions. Has the Patriots with a strong scoring opportunity. Runner at third, nobody out. And now you give your leading RBI man in Williams a chance to swing away and drive this run in. 1-1 the count. Takes low and in. But even runner at third, nobody out, not a sure thing with Fernandez on the mound. Mentioned he can sit folks down. Leads the conference in strikeouts and ERA. That one's pulled foul. Two and two the count to Williams. Robertson leads from third. Williams just got a piece of it and popped it off a mitt. Colton Payton not able to squeeze it. Count will stay 2-2. Any concerns about rain this afternoon? On the back burner for now. It's a beautiful sunny day. That one's pulled foul, and it's warm. It feels more like summer than it does early May. That's for sure. Still 2-2 to Williams. And he struck him out. Williams chased one. Might have been off the plate outside. Fernandez got it by him for out number one. So Robertson's still at third. One out now. And Hayes Harrison, the first baseman, be the hitter. 341, a home run, 35 driven in for Harrison this season. He pops up the first pitch, fouling out of play for strike one. These two teams during the regular season.
Please return all foul balls to the first base dugout. Thank you.
Northwest Shoals won 3 out of 4 in their regular season series. The 0-1, late on that swing, and it's 0-2. Both teams decked out in pinstripes this afternoon, or this morning. Not quite afternoon yet here in Alabama. Pinstripe grays for the Lions. Home whites for the Patriots. Pitch is taken high. One ball, 2 strikes. Hayes Harrison trying to get the tournament's first run across. The 1-2 just missed with that breaking ball. Groans from the Lions fans. 2-2. They got up under the hands of Harrison. Nice sharp break. You see the stuff from Fernandez as you watch him throw. You realize why he's put up the numbers he has. And he gets another strikeout. Came back with a heater. Back-to-back strikeouts on swings and misses. 2 outs now and a runner at third. Now Strachan, the cleanup man. Ryan Strachan, 255, 4 home runs, 32 driven in. Takes low. 1 ball, no strikes. Colton Payton making Fernandez work for that throwback. He had to jump up in the air. Took a love of that one. The 1-0. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Came back with a fastball, a little bit up. 2 balls and a strike. Strachan's got the count on his side. A swing and a miss. Fernandez is missing bats right now. 2-2. Good take by Strachan, laid off the breaking ball. The count is full. The 3-2. Called strike 3 at the belt. Strachan was ready to take his base. Instead, he'll walk back to the dugout. A leadoff double. A runner to third with nobody out, but Fernandez strikes out the side and leaves him there. That's why he's one of the best, folks. No scores, we go to the second. No scores, we go to the second inning. Some drama in the bottom of the first. The Lions pitcher Luke Fernandez stranded a runner at third who got there with nobody out. 3 straight strikeouts for Fernandez. Kept the Patriots off the board. So now Jamie Howes for Wallace will lead off the second inning. He was at the plate when Colton Payton got picked off to end the first. Swinging little soft liner that gets to short on a couple of hops. And Robertson throws Howes out. 1 pitch, 1 out in the second. Now the first baseman, Sam Henniger. Breaking ball stays high. One and 0 to Henniger, 286 the average, no home runs, 17 RBIs for him. He swings on and misses that one, and it's 1-1. About missed outside, 2-1. Turner hasn't quite found a release point on that breaking ball. And this at bat left it high a couple of times. Just 3-1 now. Back with the fastball, got another swing and a miss, full count. 3-2. Up and in. Ball 4.
Henniger draws the ball. And that brings up center fielder, number 7 from LC,
Will Perry, the center fielder. Lefty-lefty matchup. Perry at 191, no homers, 11 RBIs. There's that breaking ball in for a strike from Turner. 0-1. Perry getting the start in center field. Laid off of that curveball. It broke off the plate to even the count, 1-1. Hanceville, the 5 seed in this tournament. That pitch is low and away, 2-1. 33-21, the record overall this season. In the conference, they finished 21-15, just one game behind Northwest Shoals in the conference standings. Throw to first. Henniger read it a little better than Peyton did an inning ago. The 2-1. Couldn't pull the trigger. It's a strike. It's 2-2. That one missed up and away. And another full count in this inning for Will Turner. Henniger leads from first, has not attempted a stolen base this season. He's not going anywhere. Called strike 3 at the knees. First strikeout for Will Turner. Second out in the inning. And the number 7 man in the lineup, third baseman Riley Jackson, will be the hitter with 2 outs. He hits one in the air to right center. That might be trouble out in the gap, and it is. It gets down, picked up on the warning track. They're going to wave Henniger around third. The throw from the outfield to the plate. He is in there, and the Lions strike first. 1-0 our score. A big 2-out hit by Riley Jackson. Jumped on the first pitch and split the gap in right center field. And Henniger hustling hard all the way around the bases. Got home to score the first run. So Jackson at second. Hensley at the plate. Connor Hensley takes a strike. Hensley, the DH, in that number 8 spot, hitting .208 with 2 home runs and 10 RBIs this season. Like a change up there, faded off the plate to even the count, 1-1. Grounded up the middle, but that's where they had him played. Booted for a moment. The throw to first, though, in time. Smallwood recovered. Didn't field it cleanly, but didn't panic. Got the out to end the inning. But the 2-out double by Jackson brings home the game's first run. 1-0 Wallace State as we go to the bottom of the second. Bottom half of the second. 1-0 our score.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning from Northwest Shoals. Designated hitter number 24, Lawson Williams.
All games, I was just checking with Commissioner Dean Myrick up here, making sure all games are 9 innings in this tournament, scheduled to be, unless the mercy rule comes into play, or extra innings, of course. Mercy rule is 8-run lead after 7 will end it. 10-run lead after 5 would end it. So all that's still in play. Lawson Williams leading things off in a 1-1 count. Here in the bottom of the second, fouls that one out of play. It's 1-2. You give Luke Fernandez any kind of lead, you feel good if you're Wallace, but still very early in this game. Williams, the DH, takes one out of the zone. 2-2. Lawson Williams, 266. No home runs, 15 driven in. 2-2 is low. It's a full count. Patriots got the leadoff man on in the first. Couldn't get him home. That one's fouled back. We'll do another 3-2 pitch. Robertson with a little pop fly double out behind short. A little bit of a miscommunication out there in shallow left field allowed Robertson to get to second. He got to third on a wild pitch with nobody out, and then Fernandez struck out the side and left him there. And there's ball 4. They get the leadoff man with a walk to start the second.
That ball brings up number 14, right fielder,
Robbie Robinson, the right fielder. 244. The average, 2 home runs with 13 RBIs. See if they try to bunt Williams over here. Throw to first, and he gets back. Lawson Williams, 3 out of 6 in his stolen base attempts this season. Probably not going to try to steal him over. This Lions team, outside of Sam Robertson, who has stolen 58 bases, not really a base running team. They leave all that to Robinson for the most part. That one just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lost our center field camera there for a moment. We got it back. Sorry about that. A ball and a strike to Robbie Robinson with a runner at first and nobody out. Bottom of the second. Drop that one in there for a called strike. It's 1-2. Robinson recognized it too late. Started his swing just about the time it got by him. The 1-2 fastball, and he went around. Says the field umpire. For strike 3, 4th strikeout for Fernandez.
Now one brings up second baseman for the Patriots.
1 out.
Evan Smallwood.
In the second. Lawson Williams still at first. And the second baseman, Evan Smallwood, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. 243, a home run, 25 driven in for Smallwood. Takes a strike, 0-1. Throw to first in the dirt, picked by Henniger. Fernandez trying to catch Williams sleeping a little bit. Williams wasn't really that far off the bag. That one just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is up. 2 balls and a strike. So Fernandez with a walk to start the inning. Got the strikeout, but now is falling behind Smallwood. No indication of a bunt to try to move the runner up. Swing and a miss. 2-2. There's been a lot of that from these Patriots early in this game. Swings and misses. See if they can dial it in against Fernandez. The 2-2. That one misses high. Another full count. You see a full count, you think about sending the runner in most circumstances, but the way that Fernandez has been striking guys out, you might want to reconsider that. They don't send the runner, and he gets the strikeout for out number 2.
Your batter for the Patriots, left fielder, number 23, Bryant Anthony.
Brings up the number 8 hitter, left fielder Bryant Anthony. 265, a homer, 8 RBIs. That one missed inside, maybe a little bit up. 1 ball, no strikes. You hear Fernandez, a little grunt in his delivery. You hear it almost on every pitch. That pitch was low. The field umpire said he did not check his swing. Patriots fans disagree, but it's 1-1. Might have given one back there. All's well that ends well. It's 2-1. That pitch was pretty close. He misses high. 3 balls and a strike. Throw to first. Again, that one bounced over there. Good job, Sam Henniger, keeping that ball in front of him. Three balls and a strike to Bryant Anthony. And it's ball 4. Second walk in the inning. Comes with 2 outs. And Luke Fernandez is going to get a visitor. A couple of them as the catcher comes out. 2 walks in the inning. That really has not been an issue for Fernandez this year. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast going through his numbers, just 24 walks and 80-plus innings coming in to today, but 2 in this inning. And a lot of where he's missing is high. The pitches that have been out of the zone have been up. So maybe there's a little correction that they can make here as the umpire goes out to try to weigh in on things. He breaks up the meeting. First and second, 2 outs, and the number 9 hitter, Eli Tidwell. Tidwell at 261. 3 long balls, 25 driven in, takes a strike. Outer half, 0-1. Lawson Williams at second. Bryant Anthony at first. The 0-1 fouled out of play. It's going to be 0-2.
Please return all foul balls to the first base dugout. Thank you. I know how it rolls.
0-2 the count to Tidwell. See if Fernandez gets him to chase. He did. It was maybe a little bit high, but he struck him out. A couple of base runners on the free passes. They are left stranded. 6 outs in this game so far for Luke Fernandez. 6 strikeouts.
1-0.
3rd inning coming up. Wallace leads at 1-0. Couple innings into this Alabama Community College Conference tournament here from beautiful Choccolocca Park in Oxford, Alabama. Wallace, the number 5 seed, leading the number 4 seed Northwest Shoals 1-0 as we get ready to start the 3rd inning.
Leading on the top of the 3rd.
First of 2 games today. We'll play the 3-6 game and be done for today. 4 games tomorrow. We'll get started early at 10 a.m. Bunt hard up first, and it's going to roll foul. Hayes Harrison fielded it on the other side of the bag as Cahill Quesada, the number 9 hitter for the Lions, tried to bunt his way on. Second baseman. Just missed. 1-1 to Quesada, 0-59. No home runs or RBIs, getting the start at second base. Takes up and away, it's 2-1. He actually got his first hit of the season in the regular season series finale. Swing and a miss. I'll spit it out in a minute. Wallace closed out their regular season in a 4-game set against Southern Union, and Quesada got his first hit in that series. He's 1 for 17 on the year. Pokes that one out of play, foul. 2-2 the count. In the air to right, Robbie Robinson a few steps back, gets to it with no problem for out number 1.
Now we're back to the top of the lineup with shortstop number 11, Andrew Lawrence.
Andrew Lawrence, the leadoff man, comes up for the second time. He flied out to center field to start the game. Takes one nowhere near. 1 ball, no strikes. Pops that one up. On the infield, Robertson, the shortstop, takes control and makes the catch for out number 2.
And for the Lions, number 15, right fielder, Carson Heaps.
Cason Heaps, the right fielder, with 2 outs and nobody on. Checked his swing, but took a strike anyway. Heaps, the right fielder, in an 0-1 count, grounded out to third his first time. That one just missed. Similar spot. 1-1 the count. That one missed up and away. Two and one. Foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one drops in there, called strike 3. Beautiful breaking ball from Will Turner. Gets his second strikeout, and that makes it a 1-2-3 third inning for Turner and the Patriots. Wallace still leads it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third. Wallace leads it 1-0. The winner of this game will advance to play the number 2 seed. The number 1 seed, Shelton State. That'll be the first game tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So that's where the winner goes in the bracket.
Leading off the bottom of the third, for Northwest Shoals, number 4, shortstop.
The loser of this game. Won't be back on the field until tomorrow night, the last game of the day, 7 p.m. I'll have to check that. I'm not quite sure if I have that right, but I'll double check it. As Sam Robertson leads things off. Robertson, Fernandez, as good a matchup as you're going to get in this tournament, pitcher versus hitter. Robertson got the better of it the first time with a seeing eye double to shallow left. 1-1 the count this time around. That leadoff hit by Robertson, the only one given up by Fernandez so far. He grounds one to third this time. And the throw across gets Robertson in plenty of time. Riley Jackson there to make the play for out number one. First out that has not been a strikeout. And now Evan Williams. Takes high. One ball, no strikes. Chopped at the plate. Got a piece of Williams in the batter's box for a foul ball. 1-1. Williams struck out his first time. In the air, shallow center. Perry froze for a moment, but he's going to have time to get there as that one hung up sky high. 2 away in the third. Now Hayes Harrison. He was a strikeout victim his first time through. He hits one hard, though, into the gap in right center. Perry on the run, gets there to make the catch. Perry got a good jump that time. A well-struck ball by Hayes Harrison, but he is retired by a good defensive play in right center field. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Luke Fernandez and the Wallace Hanceville Lions. We go to the fourth, 1-0 our score. One to nothing. We start the fourth inning.
Leading off the top of the fourth, for Wallace.
Colton Payton, the 3, 4, 5 spots in the order coming up. For Wallace here in the fourth, they lead it 1-0. Payton had a base hit. His first time, one of 2 hits given up by Will Turner. Payton was picked off of first base after he got that base hit. In the air, shallow center. Tidwell coming on, won't get there. It drops in front of him. Colton Payton's 2 for 2.
Payton on the hit brings up 21, left fielder Jamie Howe.
Sure, he'll be a little bit more aware of Will Turner's move as he reaches first for the second time. Howe's the cleanup man. Takes the ball low. The left fielder for the Lions grounded to short his first time. Takes a strike to even the count, 1-1. So I do have it correct. The winner of this game plays tomorrow at 10 a.m. against Shelton State, the number 1 seed in the tournament. The loser moves to the 7 p.m. game, which is the 4th and final game scheduled for tomorrow. And that would be an elimination game, obviously, in this double elimination tournament. And that opponent will be determined by the games played tomorrow, so don't know who that would be at this point. Two and 1 the count to Howes. Just missed 3-1. And if you're trying to get your bearings, kind of get a feel for how a 6-team tournament sets up, you got 2 teams with the bye that don't have to play today. These are the 4 lowest seeds of the 6 teams that will play today. There's a called strike. It's 3-2. Two teams in this tournament will lose their first 2 games and go home. That will be by the end of the day tomorrow. Popped up. He lost the bat as the ball got out of play behind him. 3-2 the count. So 2 teams will lose 2 and go home. 1 team will win either 3 straight or 2 straight, depending on which team it is, and advance to the championship game on Sunday. Another one pop foul. And they give it a look over there by the dugout, just run out of room, did Evan Williams. Strachan was over there also from his spot at third base, but it went in the dugout. And the other 3 teams will duke it out on Saturday. There'll be elimination games on Saturday, and one of those 3 teams will survive to play the team that wins its way into the championship round. Fouled straight back. That would have landed in my lap if there wasn't a screen there. So that's how it breaks down. When you have a 6-team tournament, throw to first. And the winner of this, their work is not complete, meaning the winner of this tournament, this is not an automatic berth into the national tournament, as it is sometimes. In the air to left. A little bit of a misjudge out there by Anthony, but he gets to it. One down in the 4th.
Back to the Lions, first baseman, number 35, Sam Henniger.
Sam Henniger, the number 5 hitter. Henniger drew a walk his first time and came around to score the only run of the ball game to this point. Grounded left side. Robertson to second. Throw was offline. Smallwood couldn't handle it. He got the glove on it and kept it from being worse. But that throw was not on target. Smallwood had an adjustment to make. And everybody's safe.
Batters number 7, center fielder, Will Perry.
So an error on Sam Robertson. Not an easy play. His momentum was taking him away from second. He had to sort of field turn and throw all at once. Call strike on the corner to Will Perry. But Robertson will tell you he should have at least have gotten one. I know he was thinking about getting that double play started. That might have hurried him up a little bit. The 0-1, hanging breaking ball, and he got up under it. Shallow right. Robinson going to make the catch. Runners do not tag. Turner got away with one there. So 2 outs, runners first and second. And Riley Jackson, who split the gap in right center and drove home a run with a double with 2 outs his last time up. He's got an opportunity to do the same thing. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Henniger at first, Payton at second. Swung on and hit out of play left side. Way out in front of that one, and it's 0-2. Fouls that one right side, out of play, still 0-2.
Please return all the foul balls to the first base dugout. Thank you.
Another 0-2 coming to Riley Jackson. Will Turner comes set and delivers. Popped up. And again, this one's going to get, well, no, it's going to stay in play, I believe. Right side, first baseman. I lost it for a second. Harrison, though, did not. He was on it all the way and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 3. So a couple of base runners on a hit and an error. But Will Turner leaves them stranded at second. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-0 our score. One to nothing, Wallace Hanceville. Bottom of the 4th. The Lions got a run in the second. That's been it. Luke Fernandez has given up 1 hit through the first 3 innings. He struck out 6. As he completes his warm-up tosses, I started to talk about how this postseason will play out for the winner of this tournament. You win this tournament, you got to go through one more step to make it to the national tournament in Grand Junction, Colorado. Whoever wins this tournament on Sunday here in Choccolocco will host LSU Eunice, the winner of the Louisiana Conference. That'll be a best-of-3 series, and that will take place at the home field of whichever Alabama team comes away the winner in this conference tournament. And that'll be next week. That'll start a week from today. So that's what these teams are playing for, a chance to host that best-of-3 and play their way to Grand Junction. Stratch and the cleanup man, 4, 5, 6 spots in the order. He's in an even count, 1-1. He struck out looking his first time. One pitch. Checked his swing. It's 2-1. Pitch was a little bit high. Strachan, Lawson Williams, Robbie Robinson, the 3 due up in the 4th against Luke Fernandez. There's a strike, and it's 2-2. Rung him up. Called strike 3.
Out one brings up number 24.
7th strikeout for Fernandez. 1 away in the 4th. Now Lawson Williams, the DH, drew a walk his first time. Swings and fouls that one out of play. Left side, he was a little bit tardy. 0-1 the count. Fernandez does well. He's got good velocity, of course. Good sharp break on his breaking ball. There's no real element of wildness to his game, and that's what makes that stuff so much better. That pitch is up. He falls behind 2-1. Talked about his low walk numbers. He doesn't hurt himself, and he's got the stuff to get out of trouble. We've seen all of that on display here this afternoon. Grounded back up the middle. Backhand by Quesada. Good play. Throw on the run. Did everything right to get the second out in the 4th.
Batting for the Patriots, right fielder number 14, Robbie Robinson.
Now Robbie Robinson, the right fielder. He struck out his first time. Swing and a miss. A tournament like this where winning that first game is so important. Such a luxury to have a pitcher like Luke Fernandez. Certainly doesn't guarantee you anything. But your odds of winning this first game with a guy like that are pretty good. And the other thing it does as well, most likely, if he continues to pitch well, it saves your bullpen. Pitching in a 4-day tournament like this, how you manage your pitching staff is as important as any other factor in navigating your way through this tournament. So the longer your starters go, the better off you are. 2-2 the count to Robinson. And Fernandez certainly has the ability to go deep into games. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Struck out 2 more here in the 4th. That gives him 8 in the game. Another 1-2-3 inning for Fernandez and the Lions. And we go to the 5th, 1-0. We've been singing the praises of Luke Fernandez, but absolutely nothing wrong with the work that Will Turner has put in. This is a old-fashioned pitcher's duel so far through 4 innings. We start the 5th, it's 1-0. Turner's only hiccup, a walk in the 2nd that set up a 2-out run-scoring double. Outside of that, he's gone blow for blow with Fernandez. Strikeout number's not the same, but outs are outs. And he's got his team right in it as we start the 5th. 8-9-1 spots coming up for the Lions. Hensley. Grounded out to second his first time. Pops this one right side. A little more carry to it than I thought off the bat. It's out there in right field, but he makes the catch, does Robinson, for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 4, Khalil Cuseda.
Now Quesada. He'll fly it out to right his first time. Tips one off the catcher for strike 1. That one bounced up there, spiked into the dirt in front of home plate. A ball and a strike to Quesada. Made a pretty spiffy play at second base. Last half inning. Takes up and in. It's 2-1. Nice breaking ball from Will Turner. Drops in for a strike, evens the count, 2-2. They got him. Quesada might have got a piece of that, but it ended up in the mitt for strike 3. 2 outs in the 5th. Third strikeout for Will Turner. And that flips the lineup back to the top. Andrew Lawrence 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike for Lawrence. Another breaking ball. Turner's found the groove with that pitch. It's 0-2. On the corner, inside for strike 3. Turner carved him up right there. A 3-pitch strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Will Turner's in the groove. A 3 up, 3 down 5th. 4 strikeouts for the Patriots pitcher in the ball game. 1-0 our score as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Locked in a pitcher's duel, 1-0 our score. Bottom of the fifth. And bottom of the order coming up for the Patriots and Northwest Shoals. 7-8-9, Smallwood, Anthony Tidwell.
Leading up the bottom of the fifth for Northwest Shoals, second baseman number 7, Evan Smallwood.
Smallwood struck out his first time. Foul ball at the plate, strike one. The 0-1 was low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Plate umpire pointing at something over on the first base side. Not sure what he's. Piece of equipment maybe out on the field. Looks like they've gotten that cleaned up. It's 2-1 now to Smallwood. And he hits one in the air. Pretty deep left. Going back is Howes. He stops on the track, or just shy of it, and makes the catch. Smallwood put a good swing on it, but he is out number 1 in the fifth. One out for Brian Anthony, the left fielder. Takes a fast strike. It's 0-1. Not sure where that one missed. It's 1-1. That looked like a pretty good pitch. Grounded, left side, charging is Lawrence, who circles around, sets his feet, and throws to get the out.
Lawrence with the play for the second out. Brings up center fielder, number 12, Eli Tidwell.
Nine straight hitters retired by Luke Fernandez. He's got 2 outs and nobody on here in the fifth, and Eli Tidwell at the plate. The difference this second time through the lineup. Not nearly as many swings and misses. It looks like the hitters for Northwest Shoals have caught up, at least to the velocity of Fernandez. I don't know if it was just the 11 a.m. start or what it was, just having to adjust to not playing in a while. But Shoals was late on a lot of swings early on. They seem to be gearing up and getting their timing right a little bit. That one's pulled deep to right, but well foul. Tidwell way out in front of that one. Hit it well, but it's 1-2. takes low to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he struck him out with a high heat. Doesn't matter how much you gear up, that location is hard to catch up to. And another 1-2-3 inning, 10 in a row, retired by Fernandez. 1-0 our score as we go to the 6th. One to nothing our score as we get ready to start the bottom of the 5th. Glad you're with us here on JockJive for the Alabama Community College Conference Tournament. This is the opening game. First of what will be 10 or 11 games, depending on how everything goes. 2 games today, 4 games tomorrow, full schedule starting at 10 a.m. 3 games on Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday. 3 games on Saturday, and then championship on Sunday. And as we start the 6th, 2, 3, 4 spots in the order for the lines of Wallace, Hanceville. Heaps will lead it off and take a ball. Case and Heaps, Colton Payton, Jamie Howes, the 3 due up. Foul back. Evens the count 1-1. Heaps 0 for 2 with a strikeout. There are not 2 outs. I did not reset that, so I apologize for those of you watching. We have just started the bottom of the 5th, or the top of the 6th. Inning's not right either. There we go. Swing and a miss to even the count, 2-2. We are in the top of the 6th. Fly ball right side. Can of corn for Robbie Robinson out there in shallow right. 1 out in the 6th. It has not been a day for the hitters. Colton Payton has been the exception. He's 2 for 2. Takes 1 inside. Has 2 of the 3 hits against Will Turner. Nice tailing action on that fastball. That one came back over the inside corner to even the count, 1-1. Tried that spot again, too far in, 2-1. And it popped off the catcher, the mitt of catcher Evan Williams. 2-1. Had him out in front. Good change of pace there. 2-2. Turner has worked in throughout this at bat. The change of speed's got the swing and a miss on that last pitch. The 2-2. That one was out over the plate, and Peyton made him pay. He's going to split the gap into right center. Colton Peyton on his horse will cruise into second. A one-out double in the fifth. Peyton is 3 for 3. He is swinging it well.
There's that number 21 left fielder, Jamie Howes.
Tough break for Turner against a hot hitter. He had executed his pitches really well in that at bat, but left that one in the hitting zone. Now Howes 0 for 2. He's grounded out and fly to left. And a strike on the outside corner. Turner goes right back to work. Swing and a miss. Turner in the driver's seat here, 0-2. Just a little bit outside. That's a good 0-2 spot. Close enough to make the hitter think about it there. Maybe setting up something on this 1-2. And he got him. I don't know if that was the pitch he wanted. A breaking ball that was up, but he got away with it. Howes swings and misses for strike 3. 2 outs in the inning. And Turner trying to leave that runner at second with Henniger at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored the only run of the ball game. That one got him off the rib cage there a little bit. So Henniger
Center fielder, Will Perry.
goes down to first. Coach Putman gonna go talk things over with Turner. I like this. This is an important part of this game. You're in the 6th inning. You've held them to just the 1 run. Everything is within your reach right now, and you don't want to give up another run here with 2 outs. As well as Luke Fernandez has been pitching, you know the importance of getting out of this inning, and Coach Putman going to try to get that message across to his pitcher. You would think Turner would have the upper hand here. Lefty-lefty matchup against Will Perry. He struck him out and got him to fly out, so Perry is 0 for 2. And a first pitch strike. Turner works ahead. The 0-1 swung on and fouled out of play. It's 0-2. Say that for Turner. He's been ahead in the count for most of this inning. The 0-2 on the corner, called strike 3. Turner wasting no time, getting that 3rd out and stranding those runners and keeping this a 1-run ball game. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Will Turner. 1-0 our score as we go to the bottom of the 6th. you see it. 1-0 Wallace Hanceville. That run came in the second inning. This game has been a stage for these two starting pitchers. Will Turner threw 6, just 4 hits allowed, 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. 2 of those strikeouts came in that last half inning. Luke Fernandez, who's finishing up his warm-up pitches right now, threw 5. He's allowed just 1 hit, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. And that hit came to lead off the game, and even that was a ball that was somewhat misplayed. It was not an error, but it was a pop fly in shallow left that maybe could have been caught, but Howes deferred to the shortstop. The shortstop didn't get there. It turned into a double for Robertson, who's at the plate now to lead things off. And he takes a strike. So Robertson with the only hit has been the best leadoff hitter in the conference this season. And he's behind in the count, 0-2. Robertson, who was at Auburn last year, did not get a lot of playing time there. Transferred into Northwest Shoals and has lit up the Alabama Community College Conference, but he strikes out on 3 pitches. Fernandez. With that high fastball, getting to hitters to chase, and they just have not been able to catch up. 10th strikeout for Fernandez. 11 straight set down. The last base runner was a walk in the second inning. And that pitch up and in to Evan Williams, who struck out and flied to center. The 1-0. That one's in the zone, 1-1. Ball and a strike to the Patriots catcher. Takes high, 2-1. Breaking ball, called strike, 2-2. Another game to follow this one this afternoon. Coastal South and Chattahoochee Valley. Coastal South, the 3 seed in the tournament. Chat Valley, the 6. Those two teams will square off about 20-30 minutes after the finish of this one. Taking low and in, full count to Williams. So those two teams on deck once this one is done. Popped up foul, out of play, still 3-2. Mentioned the winner of this one gets Shelton State tomorrow at 10 a.m. And we will have every game in this tournament right here on JockJive. Another 3-2. And he struck him out with that high fastball. That's impressive. You can gear up. You can know it's coming.
Number 10, first baseman, Harrison.
But so far, they have not been able to catch up. 11 strikeouts now for Fernandez. 2 outs in the 6th. And Harrison, who struck out and fly to center. Maybe the best hit ball came off the bat of Harrison the last time he came up in the 3rd. Swing and a miss. He hit one out towards the gap in right center. And Will Perry made a good running catch on it right near that 375 sign in the gap. Foul out of play. It's 0-2. outside of that, there just has not been a lot of strong contact against Luke Fernandez. The 0-2, does he go to the high heat? He does. It's way too high that time. Harrison lays off. It's 1-2. Shaking off a couple of pitches here. Now he's ready. Wallace folks thought that was strike 3. I can't say I disagree with him. Umpire says it was inside. It's 2-2. See if he comes back with the heat here. No, another breaking ball. That one low and in. And it's a full count. He got the swing on that high fastball, but Harrison got a piece of it, and it's still a full count. Fernandez delivers another foul ball. Harrison making him work for it, putting up a battle here. Harrison fell behind 0-2. He's got it full, and he's fouled off a couple of pitches since he's done that. Another 3-2, and Harrison draws the walk, claps his hands. He won that battle. A borderline pitch that went in his favor, and he worked it all the way for a walk. First base runner since the second inning. Harrison has stolen 3 bases this season. Pretty aggressive lead out there, but he's not going anywhere. Ball 1 to Ryan Strachan, who struck out looking twice. 0 for 2. Takes one off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. That's a called strike. The throw down to first. Peyton trying to catch Harrison napping. Harrison, wise to it, gets back. It's 2-1 now to Strachan. Breaking ball over the outside corner, 2-2. Strachan not thrilled with the call. The next pitch will be the number 100 for Fernandez here in the 6th. Throw to first. Harrison's when he dove back into first on that throw by the catcher, his shirt came completely undone. He's still working to get it pieced back together over there. And a check swing and another full count because that pitch was low. So now with 2 outs, Harrison will be on the move. Colton Payton, an issue with his mask. Hayes Harrison, an issue with his shirt. Everybody's trying to get squared away here. Harrison has been trying to get his shirt buttoned for about 4 pitches, and he's still working on it over there. Huh? Can't quite get it lined up. I think he's got it now. 3-2. He'll be on the move. 2 outs. There he goes. Pitches ball 4. First and second, 2 outs. 4th walk of the game for Fernandez. There is action in the bullpen for the Lions. I mentioned he just went over. That was pitch number 101. Don't know how strictly they adhere to pitch count, but they're going to talk things over at least. So lefty gets loose in the Lions bullpen. 2 outs, runners first and second. A couple of 2-out walks. Hayes Harrison, Ryan Strachan. Third time Patriots have had a runner in scoring position in this game. Just one hit so far, but if they can get a 2-out hit here, they could possibly tie this game. Lawson Williams at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Fernandez fires a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Swung on, fouled out of play. It's 0-2. Fernandez with the upper hand here. An 0-2 count against Lawson Williams, the DH, time called. The 0-2 bounced up there. Good block, Colton Payton. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. In the air. Left center field. That might be trouble. It's down. Diving attempt. Couldn't get to it. 2 runs will score. It's 2-1 Patriots. Clutch 2-out double. Lawson Williams puts his team ahead in the 6th. Just the 2nd hit of the afternoon, and it could not have come at a better time or in a better spot. Will Perry gave it everything he had out there in center field, but unable to get to it. A swing and a miss by Robbie Robinson, who struck out twice. 2 runs in, a runner still at second base with 2 outs. And 2 quick strikes to Robinson. That one dives off the plate. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hard hit up the middle. Oh, diving stop by Lawrence to his feet. Makes the throw and gets the out to save a run. Outstanding defensive play by Andrew Lawrence. Some action here in the 6th. The Patriots on the board take the lead. The 2-run double by Lawson Williams. And we go to the 7th. 2-1 our score. Action-packed. Bottom of the sixth has flipped the script here in this ball game. It was a one-run lead for the Lions of Wallace Hanceville, but 2 runs across with 2 outs have put Northwest Shoals on top for the first time today. Swinging at the first pitch. And a ball that gets out of play over the right side for strike 1 as we start the 7th. 7, 8, 9 spots coming up for the Lions. Riley Jackson at the plate in an 0-1 count with Connor Hensley and Cahill Quesada coming up. The 0-1. That's stroked into left center and down. Diving attempt by Anthony. It gets by him. The center fielder, Tidwell, slips. Don't know if that mattered. Probably was going to be 2 bases anyway for Jackson. He's at second. A leadoff double for the Lions as they now trail it by a run. But trying to change that in a hurry. Jackson 2 for 3, his second double of the afternoon. And we'll see how they play it here. Bottom of the order, as I mentioned, Hensley, the DH, 0 for 2. Hayes Harrison at first is expecting a bunt. He's already in on the grass. Hensley takes a ball, did not indicate bunt there. Back at third is Strachan. Pitch taken up and in, still no sign of a bunt. And you may not see it here now with the count in his favor, 2-0. They can play it close to the vest. Foul straight back. He's swinging all the way. 2-1. Signals from third. You wonder if maybe that's a situation where you give the hitter one for him and this one's for us. See if they change the strategy here. 2-1. He is bunting. Pops it up. Foul. Going to get back to the screen. 2-2. Kind of like that. Give the hitter a chance to drive in the run. You give him a strike. Then you put the bunt on. Now with 2 strikes, you assume he'll be swinging away. Harrison wise to that. Backs up. The bunt is in the air to the pitcher. Nobody at second. Oh, the throw back. Oh, they say he held the bag with the throw. Robertson got there. This is going to get an argument, I would assume. I did not see Robertson coming in from short. Robertson covering the bag. The bunt was popped up to the pitcher, who immediately wheeled and threw. The throw was on the first base side of second. Robertson with his momentum coming from the shortstop position, carrying him towards that throw. But the umpire said he caught the ball with his foot on the bag to double off Jackson. 2 outs in the inning. And the base is empty. Quesada That's not Quesada. We got a pinch hitter. Cooper Sanford at the plate. behind in the count. 1 and 2. Takes one low to even it up. 2 and 2. Bounced up there. Full count. Cooper Sanford. .275 the average this season, has a home run and 11 RBIs. First at bat of the game. Takes a called strike 3 on the inside corner. So some nifty defense. Gets the double play after the leadoff double, and Turner gets out of trouble in the 7th. 2-1 our score as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
Now playing second base for the Lions, number 9, Cooper Sanford.
Two to one our score, bottom of the 7th. We're playing 9, so still some work to do for both these teams. And anybody's game. It's 2-1, but this has been a well-played, exciting 6.5 innings of baseball so far. And Luke Fernandez takes the mound, trailing by a run. He'll face the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9 for the Patriots. Smallwood, Anthony, Tidwell, the 3 due up. As Northwest Shoals leads. Wallace Hanceville 2-1 in this tournament opener. Popped up on the infield. Lawrence now Strachan instead going to be the one to catch it for out number 1.
Jackson on the catch. Now your batter's number 23, left fielder Bryant Anthony.
Smallwood 0 for 3. After that pop out, 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Brian Anthony takes the ball 1-0. That one missed as well. 2 balls, no strikes. That one's in there at the belt. 2-1. Missed high, 3 balls and a strike. Anthony 0 for 1. He drew a walk. 1 of 4 walks issued by Fernandez in this game. He's also grounded to short. One of the only hitters that hasn't struck out against Fernandez, and he draws another walk. Pitch count continues to climb for Fernandez, and this may be the end of the line. They put him out there to start to see if he could get an out, possibly. No indication of a change yet. And now a handshake and exchange of the baseball, and Luke Fernandez's day is going to be done. We'll step aside, tell you about the new pitcher for the Wallace Lions, as Luke Fernandez will receive a warm welcome as he walks off the mound. Good work by that young man. He leaves trailing 2-1. New pitcher for the Lions after an outstanding performance by Luke Fernandez. Jaden Martin comes in. The left-hander with one out here in the 7th. Numbers on Martin, very good. 5-2 the record. An ERA of 3.38. 37 and a third innings. 33 hits, 17 walks, 37 strikeouts for Martin, who's made 8 starts this year, but comes on in relief. Trying to hold this one-run game right where it is. One out and a runner at first. The number 9 hitter, Tidwell, struck out twice against Fernandez. First thing Jaden Martin will do is throw to first. That pitch is tight. 1 ball, no strikes to Tidwell. Lefty, lefty. That one was a little bit inside too, but Tidwell chased, got a piece of it. And that'll even the count at 1-1. Got another game coming up after this one. Coastal South and Chattahoochee Valley waiting to square off. And another first-round game when we're done here. Anthony was leaning, but that was a slow motion towards first by Martin, so Anthony had plenty of time to get back. Another throw over. He's leaning again. Had to dive back that time. One. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Martin has lived on the inside part of that plate in this at bat. Popped up. Peyton giving it a look over by the dugout, runs out of room. Tidwell will see another pitch with the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anthony gets his lead from first, another throw over. The 1-2. Just got a piece of it. Tidwell has spoiled a couple here with 2 strikes. Anthony's drawn a lot of attention. He's only stolen 2 bases this season, 2 for 2. And it's a full count now to Tidwell with 1 out. Not sure Anthony will be going here. We'll see. With the way that he hasn't really gotten a read on the move, he was not going. Pitch was fouled back. So another 3-2 coming to Tidwell. Another foul straight back. And he worked the walk. Tip of the cap to Eli Tidwell. Just kept fouling off pitches and made Martin keep throwing strikes. Eventually, the scales will tip in your favor. First and second with 1 out. Back-to-back walks. The first one was Fernandez, who walked Anthony, and that was the last batter he faced. Martin with a free pass to Tidwell, the first batter he faced. And now Robertson. Now you do not want to face with runners in scoring position. And he hits one up the middle. They might get 2 out of this. Kind of a awkward exchange on the turn, and Robertson beat it out. That was not a clean feed from Lawrence to Sanford. It got in on Sanford's body a little bit, so he struggled to get it out of the glove. And that was just enough time for Robertson to beat it out and stay out of the double play. So Robertson to first on the fielder's choice. (6-4) on the putout gets rid of Tidwell for the second out. And Anthony down to third, so they're on the corners with 2 outs. Evan Williams at the plate takes a ball. It's 1-0. Northwest Shoals would love to get this run home. The runner goes from first. No surprise there, as Robertson has stolen 1,000 bases this year. Technically, that's number 59. And now with a 2-0 count, a base hit could score 2. That one's out of the zone, and it's 3-0. With the way Will Turner has been pitching, a 3-run lead would feel pretty comfy. The 3-0 takes it right through there, 3-1. Put it on a tee if you like. Evan Williams, 3-1. And it's ball 4. The bases will be loaded.
Bases are loaded. Number 10, Harrison.
3 walks in the inning. Have the bags full of Patriots with Hayes Harrison at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. He scored a run an inning ago on the Williams double. That 2-run double is what put the Patriots ahead after they trailed 1-0 for most of the game. A strike and now a ball, and it's 1-1. Jason didn't get it. 1-2. This would be big for Martin to wiggle off the hook here. He's in a little bit of a trouble. An important pitch in this 1-2 count with 2 outs and a 1-run ball game. The 1-2 chopped right off the plate. It popped up way up in the air. No play. A run is in. That thing looked like it jumped off a pogo stick right off the home plate.
Harrison with the hit.
3-1. On an RBI infield single with the bases loaded by Harrison. The bases remain loaded as Anthony comes home. Robertson to third. Williams to second. Can't really pin that last run on Martin based on that last hit, but that's going to be the last pitch that he throws. And we'll tell you about the new Wallace pitcher when we come back. Northwest Shoals has added a run to their lead. The ball has not left the infield in this inning. 3 walks. And a base hit that kangarooed off a home plate with the bases loaded and brought home a run. And never got off the infield grass. Tough luck for the Lions, but they made their bet a little bit with those 3 walks. And the pitching change is going to bring in Cody Lee, who has served as a closer for this Lions team. Lee making his 14th appearance of the season, 2-2 the record. Good ERA, 1.73. He has 6 saves, 26 innings pitched, 16 hits allowed, 15 walks, 29 strikeouts for Cody Lee, who's trying to get this 3rd out in the bottom of the 7th. Facing Ryan Strachan, he issues a ball. It's 1-0. Strachan 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts and a walk. He scored a run. The walks have been a big deal in this game. All 3 runs that Northwest Shoals has scored were base runners that reach base on free passes. And that one hits him. And it's going to bring home another run to make it 4-1. Robertson scores. Williams to third, Harrison to second, Stretching at first, bases still loaded, 2 out, still in the inning. 2 runs across. Lawson Williams. Takes a strike, it's 0-1. Breaking ball, missed outside, 1-1. I think it was that same breaking ball that was the pitch that hit Strachan. Lee has left it in that location outside. Had him out front there, and it's 1-2 on the foul ball. A hit off the bat of Williams would really break this thing open. Lee trying to prevent that. The 1-2. He lines it out into left center. Here we go. In the gap. 2 runs in for sure. They're going to wave the runner around third. This will clear the bases. The throw home is late. Cut off. It is 7-1. All those free runners have come home to roost. And Northwest Shoals, in a game that was a pitcher's duel, tooth and nail, comfortably ahead now, 7-1. A 3-run double. Lawson Williams now has 5 driven in this game. Had a 2-run double his last time up. A 3-run double this time. Williams getting the job done with 2 outs. Two balls, no strikes. Robbie Robinson, the 9th man to bat in the inning. The 2-0. Low, 3-0. The air kind of gone out of the balloon a little bit for Wallace. Trying to get this 3rd out. They just haven't been able to do it. The 3-0, there's a strike. It's 3-1. And that missed. Another walk. Patriots have batted around here in the 7th. And it was the most harmless start to the inning that you could imagine. Smallwood, first time he came up, popped up to third base. Fouled out of play for strike 1. But since then, 4 walks, a hit batter, an infield single, and a huge 3-run double in the gap. That one missed up and in. 1-1 to Smallwood, who's 0 for 3. Had a good cut at that one. Fouled it back. And it's 1-2. Winner of this game plays Shelton State tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. 1-2. He waited on it, pulled it, but foul past third. One, two. That's lined over the leaping Lawrence. A base hit to center, another run in. It's 8-1. Smallwood. Keeps the engine humming here in the 7th.
That is left fielder, number 23, Bryant Anthony.
Robbie Robinson stops at second on that base hit. And now a 7-run lead, a runner at second. If that run comes home, that would be the ball game. We're in mercy rule territory. If a team has a lead by 8 runs after 7 innings, the game would be over. They've already made 2 pitching changes in this inning. They'll stick with Lee right now. Since the second out on the fielder's choice by Robertson, 6 straight hitters have reached. Four more runs have scored, and 1 more run would do it. As Anthony swings and misses, he drew a walk earlier this inning and came around to score. 0 for 1 officially with 2 walks in this game. And he takes one off the plate outside to even the count. Did not think we would be talking about a possible run rule finish, as this one's hit deep to left center, but it's going to be caught on the run by Will Perry. And finally, Wallace gets the 3rd out in the bottom of the 7th. But 6 runs across for Northwest Shoals, and the Patriots are in control as we go to the 8th. What a difference an inning can make. 6 runs for Northwest Shoals in the bottom of the 7th. And they enter the 8th with a comfortable 8-1 lead.
Leading up the top of the 8th, for the Lions, number 11, shortstop, Andrew.
And Will Turner will return to the mound after a long rest between innings. Turner starts the inning with 96 pitches thrown. And he'll face the top of the order as Wallace tries to put together a rally here. First pitch is in the air, pretty deep left. Back, still going back. He drifted with that ball and did not get to it. It hung up forever and landed on the warning track. It's going to be a leadoff double for Andrew Lawrence. Bryant Anthony just kept drifting and drifting and drifting, and the ball beat him to the fence. First hit for Lawrence, and if you're trying to rally, that's a good start. Kason Heaps at the plate. 0 for 3. Takes the ball high, 1-0. That one way upstairs as well. 2 balls, no strikes. If you're Wallace, you'd love to see Heaps get on as well. Colton Payton on deck has been as hot as they come. And you need as many base runners in front of that hot bat as you can get down 7 runs. 3-0. Expect Heaps to be taken all the way here with that in mind. He is taken, and it is ball 4. So, runners first and second. And no one throwing in the bullpen at this moment for Northwest Shoals. A visit to the mound maybe to give somebody a chance to get up and moving. They are stirring around down there. Or maybe he was throwing and I couldn't see him because they're going to make a pitching change. There's an awning that covers up the corner of the bullpen down the third baseline, and clearly somebody was throwing. They wouldn't bring him in cold. So I stand corrected. Pitching change. Turner out. We'll tell you about who is in when we come back. So the pitcher that was hidden in the bullpen, warming up, and is now in the ball game, is Cam Habita, the left-hander, making his 16th appearance of the season. He comes in with a record of 1-3, an ERA of 4.40, 43 innings pitched, 36 hits allowed, 21 walks, 50 strikeouts in 43 innings. So Habita, runners first and second, nobody out. A leadoff double and a walk, and that was the end of the afternoon for Turner. An outstanding performance by Will Turner. These 2 runners belong to him, of course. And Payton, 3 for 3, a couple of singles and a double. And he takes the ball high. Takes another one low. 2-0 the count. Can't close the book on Turner just yet, but 6 hits allowed, only 1 run to this point, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts in 7 innings. Turner gave you just what you wanted as you're trying to win this opening game of the tournament. 3-0 the count to Peyton. There's a strike, 3-1. Ball 4 high. Bases are loaded.
Bases are loaded. And number 21, left fielder, Jamie House.
Two walks with a 7-run lead won't make anybody in the Northwest Shoals dugout very happy. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Howes at the plate, went 0 for 3 against Turner. And Habita falls behind 1-0. He falls behind 2-0. Three balls, no strikes. And a quick visit. Abbott has thrown 8 pitches, 7 of them have been out of the zone. Trying to get him dialed in. Three balls, no strikes. Habita finds it there, 3-1. He pumps in another one, 3-2. Swinging, foul ball. Left side and out of play. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chased the high one, got a piece of it. Might have been ball 4. Too close to take, though. Nothing wrong with that swing by Howes. He stays alive. It's 3-2 still. Pitch, chopped foul. Another 3-2. On its way. Grounded right side and under the glove of the second baseman. 1 run in, 2 runs in. The throw to the plate is late. Howes with a 2-run single cuts the lead to 8-3. Still nobody out.
That is number 35, Sam Henniger.
So the Lions not done in this ball game by a long shot, and definitely not done in this inning. Henniger had a big cut, didn't get it, 0-1. Henniger's 0 for 1, but he's been on base 3 times. He's walked, reached on an error, and been hit by a pitch. In the air, right side. Looks like that's going to stay in play for Harrison. It will. He makes the catch in foul territory. Runners stay put. One out here in the 8th. And that, especially if you're a habit, it lets you breathe a little bit. The Lions applying the pressure here. In a big hole. Start to sense the momentum shift a little bit. That out helps stall that at least for the moment. And we got a break here. Will Perry being called back. We'll get a pinch hitter.
Hitting Wallace State from Sardis, Alabama, number 2,
Connor Lowry. Will pinch hit for Perry after Perry went 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Lowry at the plate, takes a strike. 2 runs in, 1 out. Runners first and second. Coming in, Lowry hitting 188, no home runs, 6 RBIs. Takes one up and away to even things up, 1-1. Off the end of the bat foul, 1-2. Good take. That's a tough pitch to leave alone. Dropped out of the zone low. It's 2-2. That one off the plate inside. Patriots fans wanted the call, didn't get it. It's a full count. The 3-2. And it's ball 4. The bases will be loaded. Third walk in the inning.
Bases are loaded. Third baseman, number 18, Riley Jackson.
Walks were the backbone of the 6-run rally in the bottom of the 7th. And they're adding fuel to the fire in the top of the 8th. Here for Wallace, bases loaded. And Riley Jackson, who's had a good day, 2 doubles, a run driven in, had a good cut at that one. Got a piece of it, and it's 1-1. Jackson drove home a run with a double in the 2nd. Had another double in the 7th. Was out in front of that one and is behind in the count 1-2. Well, one in the gap would make things very interesting here in the 8th. Chopped out towards short to second for 1 to first. He picked it out of there, double play. Nicely done by Harrison over at first base on the low throw from Smallwood. But the 6-4-3 double play kills the rally in the 8th, and the Patriots lead it 8-3 as we go to the bottom half. Couple of changes in the field for Wallace Hanceville as we get ready to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Connor Lowry, who came on as a pinch hitter, will stay in the lineup and play center field. Will Perry is out. And the fourth pitcher of the ball game for the Lions, left-hander Brady Gillespie, in there for his 9th appearance. Down by 5 runs. They don't want to burn their frontline bullpen guys too much here. Jaden Martin and Cody Lee both made brief appearances. They turn to Gillespie, making just his 9th appearance of the season. 0-1 the record, 8.25 the ERA, 12 innings, 15 hits, 9 walks, 11 strikeouts for Gillespie, the left-hander. Will face Eli Tidwell. 9-1-2 spots in the order for Northwest Shoals. Swing and a miss. Tidwell was swinging for the trees right there. 0-1 the count. Slow breaking ball stayed high. It's 1-1. Worth noting, if Northwest Shoals can score 3, they could win it, walk it off here in the 8th. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Tidwell 0 for 2. He struck out twice and drew a walk in that sixth run 7th inning. One, two the count. Outside, 2-2. Call strike 3. Pretty breaking ball from Gillespie. Third time Tidwell has struck out today. He's out number 1 in the 8th. Now Robertson. A double in 4 trips. He's scored a run, stolen a base. Takes inside for ball 1. His 59th stolen base of the season. Strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Fouled off. 1-2 the count to Robertson. That one got away from Gillespie, way outside, 2-2. Sam Robertson on the short list of candidates for Player of the Year in this conference, I would imagine. Those awards will be presented sometime this weekend during this tournament. Robertson deep to left. Back goes Howes, and forget about it. A solo home run for Sam Robertson. His 4th of the season. Nine to 3, and he just bolstered that Player of the Year resume. Adds a run to the lead for the Patriots. Now Evan Williams. He fouls the 1-0 out of play. 1-1 the count. And he sends one deep to right. A hanging breaking ball. Heaps just watches it fly out of here. Back-to-back home runs for Northwest Shoals in the 8th. Robertson and Williams playing long ball. for the Patriots.
Now you better for Northwest Shoals, number 10, first baseman, Harrison.
7th home run of the season for Evan Williams. Makes it 10-3. There's one out in the inning. Hayes Harrison at the plate. And he's in a 2-strike count. Just missed with a breaking ball, 1-2. Swung and fouled out of play. Still ball, 2 strikes.
Please return all foul balls to the first base dugout. Thank you.
Harrison's been in the middle of it the last couple of innings. He's 1 for 3 officially with a walk. He scored two runs and driven one in. And he's worked it even here, 2-2. This game was 2-1 going into the 7th inning. Low and away, full count. But 6 runs across in the bottom of the 7th. 2 more here in the 8th. Harrison fouls that one back. Still 3-2. And with this score, the outstanding start by Luke Fernandez for Wallace State will be a footnote. But it's worth mentioning one more time, he was in absolute control in this game as Harrison strikes out for out number 2. Fernandez carried a 1-0 lead into the 6th inning. And at one point retired 11 straight hitters, but just ran out of gas. Strike to Strachan. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Strachan 0 for 2, but he's walked. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. He scored two runs and driven one in. A ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes out. 2 more runs across. Back-to-back home runs. Sam Robertson, Evan Williams. 10-3 is the Northwest Shoals lead. 3 outs away from a first-round victory. Northwest Shoals leads at 10-3. Top of the ninth. Shoals trying to punch its ticket to the 10 a.m. game tomorrow morning against top-seeded Shelton State. If this score holds, this result remains the same. Wallace Hanceville would play tomorrow in an elimination game at 7 p.m. Swinging first pitch is Hensley, and he skies it to shallow center field. One pitch, one out in the ninth. Habita back out on the mound. Now Cooper Sanford to hit for the second time after he came on as a pinch hitter in the seventh. He takes high for ball one. Low. 2-0. Called strike. 2-1. Three and one now. Hit high and deep to left. There goes Anthony looking up and watching that one go out of here. Cooper Sanford answers with a solo shot here in the ninth. That cuts it to 10-4. Sanford with his second home run of the season. And that gets us back to the top of the order. Andrew Lawrence. Lawrence 1 for 4, had a double his last time up. Scored a run. And he hits one hard, pass short and into left. A base hit. Wallace not going quietly here in the ninth. Lawrence 2 for 5. Cason Heaps, the right fielder. Takes a strike. Habita gets ahead. Heaps 0 for 3. Walked and scored a run in the eighth. Pops this one up. Right side. Harrison gives it a look, but it's going to get out. 0-2 the count. That one over but low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Late. Struck him out. Got the fastball by him for out number 2. Wallace down to their final out here, but Peyton has yet to be retired. 3 for 3 with a walk. Swings and misses at the first one. The 0-1 from Habita. 0-2. Another swing and a miss. Stays alive. On the 0-2, fouls it back. Another foul ball. Fastball about letter high. And he struck him out to end the ball game. Habita with 2 strikeouts in the ninth. And 10-4 is your final score.
Our next game will be at 2:30 start.
We're looking at just announced 2:30 p.m. start for Coastal South and Chat Valley. Will play the next game, the last game of the day.
That would be appreciated. Thank you.
But Northwest Shoals celebrates. They shake hands and high five. A lot of work to be done yet in this tournament, but a good start for the Patriots, a 10-4 victory over Wallace Hanceville. They will take on Shelton State tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Hanceville drops down into an elimination game. That game will be played at 7 p.m. The opponent yet to be determined will be based on the outcomes of the next 3 games. So won't know who they play until tomorrow. But Hanceville at 7, Northwest Shoals at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning against Shelton State. Final from Choccolocca in game 1, 10-4. Northwest Shoals over Wallace Hanceville. And as I said, we'll be back at 2:30 for the second final game of this first day. Coastal South and Chattahoochee Valley. Thank you for watching here on JockJive. We'll be back in a little while with game number 2.